Today's top 10 tech stories. Subscribe and hit the bell for daily tech updates. Kronos-openstack 0.1.0. The Kronos-openstack 0.1.0 release encountered a loading issue due to JavaScript being disabled in users' browsers, preventing access to required site components. Users are advised to enable JavaScript, check their network connection, disable ad blockers, or try a different browser to resolve the problem. Kronos-openstack 0.1.1. The Kronos-openstack 0.1.1 platform requires JavaScript to function properly, and users must enable it in their browsers to access the site's features. AI is here to stay. The real challenge is operating it securely. AI-generated code is increasingly being integrated into production systems, including rigorously governed open-source projects like OpenStack, raising concerns about security and maintainability as human reviewers struggle to keep pace with the volume and autonomous nature of AI contributions. The real challenge lies not in the code generation itself, but in ensuring proper oversight and trust models for AI agents that operate with broad permissions beyond what would typically be granted to human assistants. OpenTelemetry Instrumentation Taskflow 0.1.0. The website failed to load a required component due to JavaScript being disabled in the user's browser, preventing access to the OpenTelemetry Instrumentation Taskflow version 0.1.0 content. Users are advised to enable JavaScript, check their connection, disable ad blockers, or use a different browser to access the site. Pulumi OpenStack 5.6.0 A1,781,422,311. The website requires JavaScript to be enabled in the browser to function properly, and users are advised to check their browser settings, disable ad blockers, or try a different browser if they encounter loading issues. Ubuntu Server, a platform made for enterprise scale. Ubuntu Server is designed as a seamless platform that efficiently connects infrastructure, runtime, and application layers for enterprise-scale operations. A decade of Ubuntu on IBM Z and IBM linuxone. Canonical and IBM celebrate a decade of Ubuntu server support on IBM Z and linuxone platforms, beginning with the April 21, 2016 release of Ubuntu 16.04 LTS for the S390X architecture. This collaboration enables enterprises to deploy Ubuntu's open-source ecosystem on mission-critical IBM hardware used for financial transactions and healthcare systems, with full support for traditional, cloud, and containerized environments. ASIN 0100 Ironic. Command injection in APA CVE 2026-43003. A command injection vulnerability, CVE 2026-43003, was discovered in Ironic Python agent IPA, allowing malicious partition images to execute arbitrary binaries during bootloader installation. The issue affects BIOS booted nodes without boot artifacts, while whole disk images and those with AFI boot artifacts remain unaffected. The vulnerability is mitigated in newer versions of IPA and requires attackers to supply a crafted partition image for bare metal deployment. Neutron 26.0.4. The website requires JavaScript to be enabled in the browser to function properly, and users are advised to check their browser settings, disable ad blockers, or try a different browser if they encounter loading issues. Pulumi OpenStack 5.6.0 A1,781,855,144. The website requires JavaScript to be enabled in the browser to function properly, and users are advised to check their browser settings, disable ad blockers, or try a different browser if they encounter loading issues. Thanks for watching. Like and comment below. See you in the next update.